Well, today, everybody, in this video, we're going to be talking about the 5 things that I love about Solar guitars. Let's get into it. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, and before we dive on into today's video, I just have to say a huge thank you to everybody for checking out my album, Chronic Pain. Guys, honestly, the response has just been like unbelievable in terms of just like positive feedback and just, you know, traction in general, man, positive and or negative. Just the overwhelming just feedback and response has just made me really happy. Thank you so much. That's why there's been no videos for the last couple days. I've been spending those days mailing out hard copies of my album. So been very busy. I just want to say thank you so much. All right, everybody. So in this video, I kind of just want to pay it forward, man. Just pick out a cool guitar and talk about a cool brand that is Solar Guitars and talk about the 5 things that I love, okay? All right, enough wasting time. Let's dive on in. Number 1, the thing I love about Solar Guitars, in no particular order, but number 1 is it is undoubtedly a metal brand. One thing that I'm personally not a huge fan of is when companies and or brands just try to like be everything to everyone. But if you're good at something and you have a niche audience, just, you know, that's cool too. You know what I mean? Run with it. Enter Solar Guitars. Yes, you could play pretty much any genre of music on any instrument, any guitar. But generally speaking, let's be real, Solar Guitars is a metal guitar brand. And that's the coolest thing, man. Solar, in my opinion, is right up there with all the other metal guitar brands. That is, you know, ESP, BC Rich, Schecter. Solar is certainly in there right now, and it's cool. In such a short amount of time, Solar Guitars have like infiltrated the metal guitar community, and I think that's super rad, dude. Thing number 2 that I love about Solar Guitars, it kind of keeps me in business with weekly update videos if I want to do them, is the amount of variety and the fact that they come out with new models literally every single week. Okay, maybe not models, but new finishes, new specs, new pickup configurations, new scale length, etc. Just a new model, man. You know what I'm talking about. And so, like, if you scroll down on the Solar Guitars website, there's just, I don't even know how many, probably 100 guitars if I had to guess, of just different specs, colors, series 1 or 2. Just, it's so rad how there's so many different options and so many different guitars, and depending on what you want from a guitar, Solar Guitars more often than not offers it. The 2 most recent specs that I'm really digging is the 29-inch baritone as well as the 2 Sustainiac guitars that are already sold out. I'm bummed about that. That orange satin one's pretty rad, but the red one's cool too. Anyway, kind of rambling about the variety, and every week there's an update, but yeah, man, it's just so fun. It's like every Friday we have something to look forward to as Solar guitar fans, so it's pretty cool. Number 3 is the price point. Now, in 2022, at the time of this filming, everything's expensive in the world. All right, so like literally every guitar on the market pretty much is expensive. Take everything I say with a grain of salt and just understand that what I'm trying to say, like in comparison to a lot of other guitar and guitar brands and just things that you can buy with money, Solar Guitars is pretty affordable, and I love that. I don't know, I just think it's cool how like Solar Guitars, like one series in particular, has like spec'd out to the max, and they're not like just, you know, busting the bank. Everything's expensive, like I said, but in comparison with a lot of other guitars out there, for what you get from Solar Guitars, you know, it's pretty hard to beat. But yeah, to kind of wrap up price, there's not too much else I could really say, man. It's just when you get a Solar guitar, especially in the 1 series where it's really spec'd out, you know, you get a lot of guitar for not a lot of money in comparison to some of the other guitars on the market for that price point. Therefore, it's what the kids are playing, yes. Hear me out, this is what I mean. It's kind of cool that Solar Guitars has a really young audience and playing demographic. And I view that as a positive and something that you might want to get on board with, because when the younger generation is gravitating towards anything in life, but, you know, in the instance of guitar, when the younger generation's gravitating towards a brand of guitar, that means that guitar brand, just from history, is going to, like, you know, wave the torch for, you know, the genre of music for the foreseeable future. I mean, you look at the 80s, like Kramer and BC Rich were like huge, and then once grunge hit, BC Rich and Kramer were no more, like they weren't a thing, you know what I mean? Same with Dean Guitars off and on as well. It's another example. So like, depending on, you know, the trend of music, you know, the guitar brand's going to flourish. And right now, Solar Guitars is really hot, and I just think they're going to continue to grow and, you know, just be better than what they are right now. I just think it's cool how the younger generation is like making these things cool and making them popular. So it's only going to help out the brand in the long run, in my opinion. And number 5, this is the thing I love the most definitively about Solar Guitars, is it was made by a YouTuber. Now I put YouTuber in quotations because YouTuber, like a YouTube guitar player, has like kind of a negative connotation depending on who you ask for some reason. Anyway, it's just cool how somebody that's doing the literal thing that I'm doing right now, making a YouTube video, has created an awesome, relevant, just heavy hitter guitar brand. You know what I mean? I think that's so inspiring and so cool. Somebody that started out as an accountant, if I got my history correct. I think Ola was an accountant, if I got that right. Yeah, but anyway, just starting out with just like a non-guitar job, and then now is a full-time YouTuber, musician, guitarist, and guitar brand owner. That's so rad, dude. And it's just inspiring for somebody like me, that not that I necessarily want to own my own guitar brand someday, but if I just, you know, want to have any sort of business endeavor, it can be done, and Ola Englund is a, you know, proven example of that. So everybody, that's my top things that I love about Solar Guitars. This is not a sponsored video. I just wanted to do something nice and just talk about, you know, Solar Guitars because I think they're rad, man. All right, so that's my opinion on Solar Guitars, and those are the 5 things that I love. All right, so everybody, what do you guys think of Solar Guitars? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Why or why not? What are the things that you love? Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'll meet you down below in the comments, and we'll talk all things Solar Guitars. Okay, with that being said, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal. I'll see you guys next time. Later.